Hey guys. Hi everybody. Come on. It is Thursday Relationship Motivation with Dr. Michelle. Come on. And guys, I am sitting at my desk that I put together and I'm a little nervous. Hopefully everything, stays a little bit shaky. But not really, but a little bit. I am proud of myself. Of course, Babe boosted me and was like, "It's good" when he saw it, But my family was like making my last desk I put together, especially my sissy. They clowned me because guys, I got a little extra piece on the end, and I and I hung my pocketbook on it. But yeah, it had all these screws. It had all these pieces, and literally I had to put this desk together. It has like 3 shelves. It's a part to this is an end, so it was like this cute desk. So I had to work it out on my own, guys. So, but I did it. It took me 2 days. I'm proud of myself. I did it. So yeah, I'm just let me give some people a few minutes to get on, guys, because I'm at an odd time again. Made my own time up because I'm still trying to get my schedule together. So I'm giving some people some time to hop on. Excuse me. In the meantime, guys, I have to let you know that my schedule next week won't be consistent either next week. Hopefully it may be either first thing in the morning or later on in the afternoon. I haven't decided yet because I have to see exactly how my work schedule go. But today I'm off, so where I need to be doing my studying, but I jumped on to do this. So I'm at my desk. My desk I put together. Still kiss for me. And I'm going to get my people because they keep fussing, but nobody's sending their notifications. So anyway, guys, my topic today is, can you be wonderful and be a liar and a cheat? Can you be wonderful and be a liar and a cheat? The reason I came up with this topic, guys, is because, hey, Google, volume down. The reason I came up with this topic, guys, is because my girlfriends and I were talking the other night. We were doing house party. I had like totally took the application off my phone, didn't reload it and everything, and we were trying to do FaceTime, but one of my girlfriends had on Android, which we had did before, so I'm not sure what happened. But anyway, I had to download my house party again, and we jumped on house party, and I was like, make sure you lock the door. Lock the door. I always say trying to stop that ring. So guys, anyway, so one of my girlfriends said, I don't know if I asked, could you be wonderful and be a liar and a cheat, or how we got on the topic. But one of my girlfriends, hey Elizabeth, hi, happy belated birthday. I think I saw on my notifications and my emails that you had a birthday that came up, but I haven't been able to go on Facebook and put happy birthday to you yet. So happy belated birthday to you. So anyway, guys, one of my girlfriends, some kind of way, and one of my girlfriends said, no, you can't be wonderful and be a liar and a cheat. She said, there's no way you can love someone and lie to them and cheat on them. And my other girlfriend was like, no, you can't be wonderful and tell lies. Like that happens, So we began to talk about that thing. And so I wanted to bring that topic to you today. Can you be wonderful and be a liar and a cheat? Now, I'm going to break this down for you guys. For me, I think it's a no. I think it's a no, but I'm going to give you what the arguments here were. First of all, there's a thing called lying by omission. So you say, well, I could be wonderful and I might have cheated, I might have lied, but I'm not going to say that I cheated. I'm going to leave some details out. Let me help you with this. Lying by omission is lying. Because when you don't tell the full story or you don't fill somebody in completely, then it just makes you a better liar. You use the defense and say, I didn't say this, or I didn't say that, or I left that out. Lying by omission is lying. Okay, so you have to ask yourself, then what are the reasons that people say you can be wonderful and be a cheater and a liar? Like I say, for me, it's a no. I don't think you can. But I'm gonna give you the reasons why I did this article, and I read this article rather, that was in guys. That, and remember, guys, this is Thursday, so talk to me. This is your co-host on Thursday. Talk to me, give me your opinion. Yes, you're welcome, Elizabeth. Give me your opinion, talk back to me. But this came from Conscious Rethink, right? I was reading that. One of the things they said, people lie in relationships. One of the reasons people lie in relationships or cheat in relationships is because, well, lie. I'm going to stick with lie first. They say good intentions. Good intentions. Your good intentions were to protect the person that you don't want to hurt. Your good intentions were to hold your relationship intact. Well, then, if you are that concerned about not hurting the person you're with, and you're that concerned about holding your relationship intact, then that still isn't a good reason to lie. That still isn't a good reason to lie. One of the other things it says that people lie, it says, not only to protect your loved one, but to protect yourself in so many ways. Protect yourself in so many ways. But lying, guys, means that you, let me put this, let me stay here. To protect your loved one, protect yourself, but lying, you say you're protecting the other person because it can cause irreversible harm by telling the truth. It could cause irreversible harm by telling the truth. So you could be a wonderful person. You could be the greatest person in the world, and you choose to lie because you're trying to protect yourself or protect the other person, or you feel like that irreversible harm may be done if you tell the truth. Well, then talk to me. This is the thing I want to know. Why lie then? If you know if you're going to cheat on somebody, you know that what you're going to do may cause irreversible harm. If you know it's going to hurt the person, and you tell yourself that you lied to avoid all those things, why do the act that's going to cause all those things to begin with? Okay, because I'm going to tell you this. When it says to protect yourself, this is the thing that the article talked about when it comes to protecting yourself. All right, when it comes to protecting yourself, people that lie, this is some of the reasons that it gave. People that lie are selfish. Okay, I'm helping somebody when it comes to these relationships. Selfish. They do it to save face. They do it to avoid conflicts, which means they are coward. They do it to protect their egos, and it says they do it to avoid hurting the other partner's feelings. Okay, which I see right there is a lack of accountability. A lack of accountability, a lack of being able to take accountabilities for their actions. Listen, I'm going to tell you a story. I think I told you guys this one before, but I'm going to go a little further than that. This is the damage that lies can do. Okay, not only can it do this, but let me tell you this story first. I think I mentioned it one time before, guys, when I was talking to you guys, that there was this woman. This was a written article, a woman who had married a man, and they were extremely happy. Extremely happy. First of all, the man probably should have wondered, how is it that this woman is so compatible, can speak my male language when we're together. But this woman had a change, a sex change, which originally means that in the beginning, she was a man. She had the operation, they take the penis, they push it back into you, they insert it, they make a vagina, all this stuff. So she fully became a woman with the hormone pills, breasts, all of that. That's why I say you never know these days who you meet, who's really what or what. Listen, we just might as well be aliens these days. I mean, we don't know who, what, when, where. It just, everything is mixed up like a melting pot. So anyway, she said that her husband had begun to say that he wanted babies. So he had gone on to the doctor plenty of times to make sure everything was right. She had went to the doctor. Doctor had told her everything was okay, as she was telling him. But what she did not tell him, that she was biologically born a male. So she did not have the uterus or the eggs to be able to conceive and give him a baby. And she said, what is it that I should do? How should I tell him this? You see what I'm saying? That is a lie that somebody told under good intentions to protect the one they love, to not destroy their family, to be able to continue to live the life as the choice that she chose somewhere along the way to become. He chose along the way, somewhere along the way, to become a woman. And this is a reason why they say, okay, this was a perfect reason to lie. But was it? But what? Because listen, in the end, as it said, karma, everything that's done in the dark come to the light. Now, there's a good reason that, that she held on to that lie, but the proper thing would have been done is to tell in the beginning and giving him the choice to say he wanted to be with her because he met her as a woman, although he know that she biologically was a man before. That was the choice that she should have given him. That's the thing that causes lies. See, when you're lying to your partner and you're lying in a relationship and you say you're doing it to protect the other person, what you're doing actually is a selfish act. You're doing a selfish act because this is what happens when you lie to somebody. Not only do you jeopardize the relationship, there's an erosion of trust. Once trust has been eroded, then that is hard for the relationship to be successful and to be strong once you lie to somebody, because now the foundation on which their relationship is built has been broken. You understand what I'm saying? So now, this is what a conscious rethink says happens when you're lying in relationships. The damage lies cause. It said lies erodes trust. I just talked about that. It shows a lack of respect. Now, a lot of people being like, I can't, that's not true. Yes, it is, because there's manipulation and you're deceiving that person. And women, I need to tell you this. I need to tell you this. Trust your gut instinct. There's nothing worse than a man lying to you and you know that man is lying to you. And although you can't prove it, your gut instinct tells you that that man is lying to you. Trust your gut instincts. There have been plenty of occasions where I have sat and known that that man is lying to me. Clearly know he's lying to me, and I would never open my mouth, but my gut instinct in the end proves me right. You see what I'm saying? Because what's done in the dark will come to light. But this is the problem. Once somebody has lied to you and you know that person is continuously lying to you, not only do you lose trust, but you lose respect for that person. So it's a two-way street. It shows the lack of respect they have for you to carry you, try to carry you like Bobo the Fool. And it also shows the lack of respect they have for you because they chose to deceive you and try to manipulate you instead of being honest with you. 3, it says that when someone lies to you, you're waiting for the next lie. You're waiting for the hammer to drop. You're waiting because now your partner looks suspicious with everything they do. Now, I know you say, oh, we all tell white lies. We all tell white lies. We've all done it. Yes, we all have done it. I have been a liar in my life because I would be a liar to say I haven't been. I used to play the game. I used to do it well. You understand what I'm saying? I used to tell lies. But see, it didn't benefit me from telling lies because once you tell a lie, you got to tell another lie. And you got to tell another lie. And it's hard work. It's hard work to cheat. It's hard work to be manipulated. It's hard work because, listen, let me tell you something about being a liar. One thing about being a liar, guys, what you do not understand, and I have said it over and over and over again, your words are power. What you speak manifests in the earth. So the earth revolves and manifests around what is true. You see what I'm saying? What is true. So if you see a tree standing out there, you can't say, tree, you a monkey, because that's not what the universe lines up with. The tree is what is the truth. Do you see what I'm saying? So once you begin to tell lies and you try to go back and switch the universe from what you have actually done, then it can't line up because the universe can't condone to your lie. This is how big it is. The universe cannot condone to your lies. And this is why things come back on people. This is why the truth is exposed. This is why people find themselves in this situation saying, how did this happen? Because listen, the earth cannot condone to your lies. It will not line up to fit a lie when it has already happened. So if you speak out your mouth that you're blessed, come on, somebody, then that's what's in the universe. So can't no devil in hell come back and take your blessing of what God has for you, because that's what you have spoken in the universe. So once you go out there and you cheat and you lie, and that's what you done put in the universe, and then you come back and you try to tell a lie to your significant other, the earth cannot line up and make it make sense. You can't make it make sense. Hi, Pastor David. As much as you desire to try to make it make sense, you can't make it make sense. It is a spiritual principality, spiritual principle to everything we do in life. So now you're going back to your partner and you want to tell them a lie, but you can't make it make sense no matter how you try. And the thing about it, someone who's divinely connected to God, come on, somebody who talks with God, commune with God, and is in God's presence, you can't pull a lie out over on them, because listen, they connected to the source. They connected to the truth. You get what I'm saying? So lies not only erodes truth, but it shows a lack of respect by you deceiving and manipulating that person you're with. And it also causes that person to lose respect for you. And it also causes a person to lose admiration for you, because now you look like a coward or a weakling or someone who has the inability to be self-accountable for the things that you choose to do. Come on, somebody, pat myself on the back. I'm telling the truth. Come on, Elizabeth. I'm telling the truth. Now, another thing I told you, it demonstrates selfishness. It makes the other person feel like a fool. Now, if you're dealing with a liar and you both liars, then come on, somebody. Then it's all, the whole relationship is a lie. This is why I say the things I say when I say, why waste your time? If you cheating and they cheating and everybody cheating, there's no truth. It's a whole clown show. See, when you were a child, you did childish things. We thought it was okay to go out there and cheat and have side baby, side mama, side daddy, all them side pieces. We thought that was the thing to do. Right? But when you become an adult, you put away childish behaviors, and you know that in this day and time, when people got bills, people got situation, people got sickness, people got other baby mama daddy drama all around, cousin drama, family drama, dog drama. You got everything going on in your life. Listen, a simple lie can turn somebody's life upside down, because listen, this is the reason why I take lying so serious. I'm gonna tell you one thing. One is because my mom told me when I was a child, and I told you guys so many times ago, she told me, and I'm not sure if my brother was sitting right there or what, but she said, a liar is the worst thing you can be. I never forget, when you got words that your parents and people speak to you that impart wisdom inside of you that you never forget, those things you never forget. And my mom told me, she said, liar is the worst thing you can be. And I remember asking my mom why. She said, because you can't trust nothing that come out their mouth. Nothing that comes out your mouth. So once you're shown to be a liar, then your credibility then has been damaged, and it is hard to get your credibility back once somebody determines you're a liar. It could be one lie, but see, once you lie, then you got to cover up that lie, and that's when you become a habitual liar. You see what I'm saying? Because guys, there is a situation that there's actually it is called, well, we know we call people that lie all the time pathological liars, right? But it is also known as mythomania. Mythomania meaning, first of all, myth, if you break the word down, myth, 1, 2, mania. Maniac means over excessive. So you and myth and over excessive means psychological liar. Okay, which is also habitual liar. Okay, and it's described as a pseudo-liar. I can't even say it, fantasia or something, which also means fantasy. It is the chronic behavior of compulsive or habitual liar. Hey, Haywood. So basically, have you ever known a person that lied for no reason? Or basically, do you know a person that lie all the time? So the conversation, guys, that just jumped on is, can you be wonderful and be a liar and a cheater at the same time? Because my girlfriends and I were talking the other night, and that whole entire conversation came up. And one girlfriend said, yeah, you can. And other girlfriend said, no way. But one girlfriend said, yes, because you're going to end up telling a lie. You're going to tell a lie. And you could be the best of person with the best intentions, right? For why you're lying. The other girlfriend said, no, you cannot love somebody and lie to somebody, because that is not love. So it's the experience and the definition of what you conclude to be love. But I'm telling you, it was a no for me because of all the things that I have discussed with you. And Haywood, are you saying yes? Because you're my co-host. We're talking Thursday. We're talking on Thursdays. You're my co-host. Are you saying yes, that too, you could be a wonderful person and be a liar and a cheat? For me, it's a no. It's a no, because I've did that, done that, and been there. And no matter how much of a wonderful person I chose to say I was or wanted to be, there was no reason to hurt the person I was with, to lie to the person I was with, or keep the person in a place of deception because of my selfishness. Okay, you're saying no. Okay, great. Okay, and I'm just saying great because you agree with me. You see what I'm saying? But this is the thing. Those reasons also go on to say the liar themselves are not even being true to themselves. This is deep. This is deep. Okay? David said lie can make it halfway around the world before the truth can put its shoes on. Wow. I never heard that, but I get it. I get it. So listen, guys, it said a liar can't even be true to themselves. So if you're in a relationship with a person who lies, this is the thing. They're not even being true to themselves, because a liar does not look at things for what it is. Why is it that you choose to lie, then deal with the consequences or deal with the facts of why you're doing the action in the first place? So we're going to backtrack to what I said. Your good intentions to lie to the person that you cheated on is you say to protect that person, to keep from having irreversible damage. But when you cheated, you could have avoided all that from the beginning by not cheating or by not lying. So it becomes selfishness, because you're not doing it to protect that person. You did it to have your cake and eat it too. What you say, God, hallelujah, thank you, hallelujah, amen. Do you see what I'm saying? You did it to have your cake and eat it too. So cheating is selfish. Lying is selfish. And no matter how hard it is for us to walk on this earth daily and to be a truth teller, it becomes easier and easier and easier with time, because as you get older and you grow up, you learn that the consequences are not worth it. How can you have a solid foundation based on lies? I'm trying to hit see more, Elizabeth, because my phone like to do that when I'm on live. It don't hit the see more until I get off. But I agree with you. It's about making themselves to appear to be more, or to have more, or to be in a situation. Listen, you're boosting yourself up to be something that you're not. You're deceiving yourself, because you're not yourself telling yourself the reason why you're a liar, the reason why you're a cheater. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. I have to ask the question as well. Do you guys think that people can be honest? That people can be faithful to one another? Because I'm going to tell you, and I'm not speaking about the people on here because I don't know, but I have not met anybody. Guys, let me say this. I might as well be truthful. I have not met anybody that I've known have been completely faithful to their partner. I haven't. Now, the ones, and I have to make this disclaimer, the ones that I do know that may be faithful, I don't know, because I don't be in there. I don't know their business like that. It's just so happened that the ones that I do know, it just came out, or I just saw something or heard something. It's like, what the hell is going on in the world? Do you think that people can be faithful to their spouses? Now, I truly believe that Pastor David and Shannon are definitely two of the two people that are faithful to each other. I'm going to put that out there. I do believe that. That is a couple that I've met that I've not heard anything about, have not heard any of that. Okay, so I'm going to put that out there. So I'm going to take that back. So I have met somebody. Can I say the man that I'm dating has been faithful to me? I would want to say that. You see what I'm saying? But when I look back at the relationships that I have seen, and I had some people on a previous broadcast before, and they was like, well, Dr. Michelle, me and my husband have been faithful to one another for XYZ years. Kudos. I love to hear stories like that. So when it comes to lying and cheating, I think the thing goes back to that people don't believe that, for one, lying by omission is lying. That's lying. That's lying. If you know that what you did or where you were at or what you were involved with will cause me to be upset and causes me to understand that you have cheated on me, so you leave it out, that's a liar. Lying by omission is lying. And that's true. Hey, but we are born in sin. And that is one of the reasons I say that, yeah, I was a liar at one point too. That is one of the reasons I say I believe we all have been liars. But again, when I say we grow up and we put away childish behaviors, because we know the number of women that have committed suicide behind lies and heartbreak. The number of men who have just lost the ability to trust any woman, love any woman because of lies and heartbreak. So my thing this morning is not just advocating for truth and putting this information out here so that people can know the detrimental effects of being a liar when it comes to relationships and being a cheater, but trying to educate people on the fact and motivate people on the fact why we should stray away from sin and move closer to God and try to do the right thing. Because listen, in the end, there's nothing but destruction. There's nothing but hurt. There's brokenness. There's fragments. And another thing, it says when the damage that lies cause, it makes relationships unbalanced. You can't experience that blissfulness, happiness that God ordained it to be with somebody when there's a liar involved in the relationship. Because now you can't have that open door of communication. You see what I'm saying? That's right, Haywood, it is. So instead of me being able to talk to you or you being able to talk to them on a level grounding where you both can have an honest dialogue, I'm here and you're there and I'm here. Oh, the ground is like this because it's based on lies. And I remember saying to Babe, I don't know if it was a week or two ago or whatever, but it might have been longer than that. And I said to him, I said, why is it that you think people just can't tell people what they want when it comes to a relationship? It was something to that fact. And basically what I was saying is that why is it that when we get in these relationships, instead of lying and cheating, why is it that we just can't be honest with one another? Why is it that you can't say, sex is just not getting it for me, maybe we should try something else? See, it's easier to deal with that and hold the respect of somebody than going out and cheating on somebody and say, well, you wasn't doing this. Because now the same relationship you were trying to protect and hold on to, you've lost because of a lie. Why isn't it that you just can't say to me that I don't like the way you talk to me? Perhaps we need to find a better way to communicate. Instead of you going and talk to your girlfriend or your home girl or somebody, and then you end up with an affair over there because they're going to say what you want them to hear. And now you have another problem because now you're lying by omission because you're not saying that you're communicating with another whole female. Call him back. So this is the thing I'm telling you. Why is it just not? It is easier to confront the obstacle or the mountain in the relationship than to lie, because the lie builds a mountain of lies. That's right. That's right. They are trying to be what they're not and building a false sense of security. And I'm glad you said that, Hayward, because this is the thing too. When you lie, and this is one of the things the conscious rethink didn't say, but when you lie, what happens as well is then you take away that sense of security that the other person had. So now, dead on point, Haywood, dead on point. Now you have a sense of security where there wasn't any security to begin with. So how can you confide, trust in, and feel secure in company of a liar? Because now you have a false of security and you're building on lies. So that should be added to that list. Thank you so much, Haywood. A false of security. And then the other one, as I said earlier, lies beget lies. Lies beget lies. So guys, I'm gonna try to hurry up and do the rest of this, because now it says that, like I said, I had one girlfriend say, yeah, you could be a wonderful person and be a liar and a cheater because you lied to keep from irreversible damage for the other person. You did it to protect the other person, or you did it for this. But my argument was, remember guys, I said, why do the act of saying that, you know, you did it for this, but you should, if you did it to begin with, then you weren't too concerned about the effects and the concern of the lies that would damage the person to begin with. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? The other person, and me being one of them, said, well, no, you can't be a wonderful person and be a liar and a cheater. They just don't line up, because no matter how you look at it, you got a person that lacks self-accountability for their actions, might be lying by omission, lack of respect for you, for themselves, the manipulation, the deceiving, all of that. I just don't think it is. I don't think it can happen. I don't think that's a wonderful person. Hey guys, hey. So, and we also went over all that save face, avoid conflict. You got to go back and this is hot. This has been hot, guys. So if you just jumped on, you're going to have to go back and look at what we're saying. Okay, so listen, I'm just not going to leave it there. So let me give you this one story. I told you the other one. Let me give you this, and then I'm going to tell you how to regain that trust once somebody has broken that trust and the relationship is on shaky ground. That's your choice if you want to regain it. That's your choice if you want to stay in it. That's your choice. But I'm going to give you those options out of that. Remember, this is Thursday. You're my co-host. Talk to me. Elizabeth, David, Haywood, everybody has been talking. We getting it out here. We rocking it. First, they have to be true to themselves before they... That's right. And we said all of that. Okay, so guys, this is another situation. I'm going to tell you, the first one didn't work for me. This one definitely doesn't work either. Lady says that she has 3 men in her life, right? She lies because of the fact that one of the men is her husband. He would be devastated to know that she's seeing other men. Here we go again, where I'm doing it to protect the person that I'm with. Second person she with is her soulmate. He knows that she's married. So she's not going. I know. I heard myself say it too, but that's what she said. The second person she said was her soulmate. She married to one, which technically that is her soulmate, because marriage is sacred. Technically, that is her soulmate. But she said her husband. She married her husband, best friend, all this stuff. But her second man is her soulmate, and she knows that that's her soulmate. Okay. So she had to be with him too. Her soulmate, she chose to tell the truth that she is married. He understands that she's married. But if she would leave her husband for him, he would get over all of that, because he truly believes he's her soulmate too. That's her second man. 3, that's right, Haywood. 3, she has a new boo that she's met, that he is so fine and dead to the eyes, and she can't stop staring at him, and they're so compatible and everything. So she also told him that she was married, and he told her in about 7 days of dating or whatever that he was in love with her. He was in love with her, and he, you know. Okay, so I'm going to break this down. The third man, we need to just toss on out the picture, because truly... I think that this was, I think that people can fall in love instantly. I think it can happen within a matter of days. But I think they need some time before she jump out and be like, I'm gonna go with him. But anyway, her dilemma is that she's thinking, I think of going with the third guy because she's feel like she's in love too. Yes, ma'am. I'm telling you, Ty, that she's in love too, but she don't want to tell her husband the truth about what's going on with her. And she said, is it possible to be in love with 3 people? Listen, guys, I need somebody to answer me on that. I need y'all to answer me. Do you believe that you can be in love with more than one person at the same time? I need y'all to help me. I need y'all to help me. Now, my professional stance on it, right? I have to say that I believe you can love more than one person at one time. I do. But I do believe that you're going to be in love with one person in particular, in love in a certain way that you know is in love at one time. Now, this is the thing. First of all, her lies are not conducive of what she's saying, because you're lying to protect these men in your life, basically to protect your husband, because everybody know you're married and have multiple men except the husband. So again, right, exactly. Not true love. You have physical world and love, selfish love, but the ultimate love of Christ, unconditional. Okay, so like I said, this thing won't let me do or see more when I'm on here. It'll do it when I get off. So this is the thing I want to say with this. Selfishness and greed will cause you to think that you're in love with more than one person at one time. I'm sorry I had to put it out there. The same reason that I feel like a wonderful person cannot be a habitual liar and a cheater, it's the same reason why you cannot be in love with 2 and 3 person at the same time. Greed is why this woman has 3 men in her life. Because as women, we can definitely say on here, we can have 3 too. You see what I'm saying? It is the choice, because when you love somebody, let me say this again, and hey, I'm going to piggyback off of what you said. When you love somebody and you know exactly what love feels like, and you know what the love of God looks like, then you understand that love does not hurt. She cannot mentally, physically, or emotionally say she's in love with her husband and over the last 4 to 6 years has had another man in her life that she called her soulmate. There's no way, because at some point you have to stop yourself and say, how would my husband feel? Which she stated, which is a good provider, a good man, a good lover, a good all of this. She doesn't work not one job. So she got 3 men taking care of her. Once again, greed. Because you can't tell me that when you're in love with somebody, you don't stop and think what that will cause the other person to feel like if you're with another person. Listen, I have been in love and I have slept with somebody while I was in love because it was lust. I might as well put it out there, because it was lust. And after I did it, I felt awful. I felt terrible. I felt horrible. You get what I'm saying? Because my flesh did not supersede the true feelings of what was in my heart. And it was like, why did you do that? You get what I'm saying? And that was a previous relationship, of course. So you can't say that you love somebody and you have 2 and 3 men, and you say because these 2 or 3 men give you what that one man don't give you in certain ways, or you want more. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no such thing as an awesome, wonderful person and you're a cheater and you're a liar. You're not being true to yourself, as it says. It goes back again to even deceiving yourself, to thinking that that's an acceptable behavior, or white lies that you think that causes you to protect somebody else. In retrospect, it is being a coward. It is being selfish. It is being deceitful. It has been not having a lack of accountability for yourself, and it's been unfair to the other person, because now you have the other person being suspicious of you, not trusting you. Basically, lies destroy relationships. Lies destroy marriages. You get what I'm saying? So if anybody, you guys didn't tell me. I heard Howard say, do you guys believe you can be in love with more than one person? Because I'm going to tell you, love does not look the same for everybody. But even though it doesn't look the same for everybody, this is what I have to say to you. Experience plays a big part in what you feel like what love is. So your experience could cause you to look at love one way, and it could cause me to look at love in another way. But this is why I'm always so gung-ho on people when I tell you, when you set the standard for love and when you set the standard for a relationship, you should be looking at how God loves you. Which means that if God says to you, I'm not a fidgeted, temperamental God, and I'm gullible, and I do like people do. God is not going to change his mind about how he loves you based upon the things that you go through. God is not going to give you a sense of false security and then bail out on you or change his mind about you. God is not going to lie to you and make it look one way, but it's another way. God's love is solid, it is secure, it's able to stand, and God's love is true. So it's based upon truth. So if you have a relationship that is not based upon truth, then how can love be in the picture? Love is truth. That's right, Elizabeth. And that's one of the things one of the people said to this article, that it was very unfair to her husband. And the reason why she had not come clean with her husband and told her husband, because her husband, being the good man that he is, would be able to go out there and heal and get somebody else. So again, it's selfishness. Because if you need 2 and 3 men, you should be single and be with 2 and 3 men, not hold this man hostage in a situation that he has no clue why you don't work, and on perhaps you doing yoga on those days. Who knows what you're telling him? But, it's unfair to him. And that goes back to something very deep, Elizabeth. I'm glad you said that. A lot of time, a liar does not give you the ability to make the choice on your own. This is why it's so critical to give people a choice, okay? Because if you're not ready to be in a relationship, if you're not ready to be with somebody, if you know you're not going to be faithful, if you know all this, then it does a person well to say those things. But when you a constant cheater or liar or habitual liar or whatever, you take that person's ability to make a choice and say, well, I want to be single too. I'm going to rock with you because I'm just trying to play around as well. You see what I'm saying? Taking somebody's choice is more damaging than it is of just actually cheating. You see what I'm saying? Because at this point, you not only make that person feel like that lack of respect you have for them, but it's like, what else then is it to this that I'm not seeing? Because if you lied about this, then you can lie about that. And that's something that a lot of women say all the time. Like, why didn't you give me the choice? Why didn't you give me the choice? And I've been there, done that. I'm telling you. I've been there, done that. And I said to the guy at the time, I said, why didn't you give me the choice to be in this with you and this person instead of making it a choice of your own? I don't choose to sleep with her. But that's what happened when all of us sleeping together. Why didn't you give me a choice and tell me that you had this person over here instead of pulling me into something, and then when I find out you're telling me that you love me and you want to be... No, you took my choice away, because you never know what a woman's choice would be. Of course, me, I'm not going to sleep with you and rock with you, but you don't know what other people's choices may be if you give them a choice. Because then the lie is more damaging than anything. Love and in love is different. Totally is, David. It really is. It really is. I can love you, but your actions and my actions tell you whether I'm in love with you or not. You can't say you love somebody and your actions do something completely different. Okay, so guys, we spent a whole lot of time on that. Hey, Rome, we spent a whole lot of time on all of that. So let me keep it moving, guys, so I can jump off in a moment. Now, for those who choose to try to fix that relationship, For those who have gone through that, for those who going through it now, for those who hopefully got the point of what it is and how damaging it is to lie, and why I agree with you cannot be a good person and be a liar and a cheater. Whereas like I say, other people say, well, yeah, I think you can. I hope I've made my case clear why you cannot. I hope I made it very clear, okay? But we all been there, done that. That's right. That's right. Sometimes I think, Elizabeth, it can be a resort of low self-esteem. I think that can be something as well. Sometimes when people cheat, it's because they have something to prove to themselves. Sometimes it's something more that they want. Sometimes it's greed. Sometimes it's a lack of maturity. I am 50 years old right now. Hey, Tequila. Hi, honey. I haven't seen you in some time. God bless you. I am 50 years old, so for me, a lot of times when I see these situations or I come across or people text me about it, somebody say speak about this or talk about this, sometimes it is a lack of maturity because people mature later than others. Age a lot of times does not play a part, because I've known people who've gotten married at 20-something and being completely faithful to one another. That's why I said I had to take that back earlier, because I was like, well, wait a minute. And yes, I have. But then there are these old buzzers that never grow up. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Okay, so let me move on, guys. Keep talking if you want to talk. That's right, guys. Trust really makes a difference. But I'm gonna tell you, one of the bigger things too is communication. Communication is what holds a lot of marriages together. And thank God I've been able to be a part in helping marriages stay together in different relationships. But communication is the key. You have to be willing to put in the work and invest and talk to one another. All right, so now regaining the trust. Remember I said, guys, I got a lot of this information from a conscious rethink as I was reading and putting things down in some of life experiences and different articles and things. And this is what God gave me this morning. So regaining trust. In order to regain trust in a situation like this, guys, I don't know if some of us are trying to work out the current thing we in, or working on situations you may not be in there, but it would be good for future references as well. You got to lay all your cards on the table. You got to be honest. You got to say what it is that made you cheat in the first place. You may not want to lay all the details out there. Of course not. It could be painful. It could be that's what could be irreversible. We don't need to know all the details, but we do need to know what it is that made you go out there and cheat, or what makes you a habitual liar, or lie to me or lie to them as well, because this is the thing I was telling you guys. Never take somebody else's cheating on you as personal. It's their issue, not yours. Never take somebody lying to you personal. It's their issue, not yours. Deal with the situation, but never take it as a self-reflection of your shortage, your insecurities, or anything like that. It is not your problem. It is yours, and theirs, and that's where you deal with it. I always have to say that. You have to consider the reasons why. You have to communicate on that, and then you have to allow that person to apologize, and that other person has to apologize. And that apology has to be a change in actions, not just a play on words. Okay? Those are the beginning steps that you have to take if you're trying to regain the trust when it comes to a relationship that has been broken from cheating and lying. Okay? You have to. And the thing about that too, guys, a lot of times the person that cheats gets frustrated when you don't turn around, or you don't accept their apology as quick, or you don't let them back in the bedroom as quick, or you don't. I have to tell you that you have to be willing to put in the work and allow that person to heal from the damage that you have caused. If it's worth it and you thought it was worth it to do it and to cause all of this, you have to be willing to put in the work. So when somebody hurts you, and I have told people that before, you don't get to tell me how to heal from how you hurt me. You don't get to tell me how to react to how you hurt me. See, sometimes when you deal with narcissists or you deal with people who really haven't taken full accountability for their behavior, then they want to tell you how to heal, how to act, and how to behave in those situations. Don't take your power back. That's allowing them to not only orchestrate the relationship and how they want it to go, but it's also cheating you out of your healing process. Okay? The other thing is that people don't think, as Black people, we need therapy. We need therapy. You may want to go to a therapist. You may want to go together, and then you may want to go by yourself as well. Therapy is one of them. I said this, it said it's expected would take time. I put that. Also, the other thing is, don't expect them to feel sorry for you. The person who lies, get caught, or ruin a relationship, don't expect the other person to feel sorry for you. There is no sorry there whatsoever. There's anger, there's hurt, there's disgust, there's hate sometimes, there's leave me alone. Don't expect them to feel sorry for you. So if you don't get the empathy, that you desire, or the attention that you feel like you deserve, you gotta work through it. Because just like with life and everything else, if you cause that pain, you have to be willing to trust the process and understand that person has to go through healing because of that you did. It's either worth it or it's not to you. You see what I'm saying? Don't make promises you can't keep. If you're not willing to stick in there and make it work, and an argument is not the end, or the argument is the cheating is not the end, or that's not the end, don't make promises you can't keep. Be prepared to walk away if you know that you say you're not going to cheat again and you're going to cheat again. Don't be prepared to say, I'm going to be there for you. This is security. You can drop your bags and trust me if you're not going to do it. See, the thing about love, guys, and the thing about today is that, as I said in the beginning, a lot of people going through a lot of things. Life has been hard. The pandemic has changed a lot of things in a lot of people's lives. People have began to see the seriousness of life, the value of time, because you can't get it back. They have begun to see the preciousness of life in the face of God in ways that we've never seen the face of God. So when somebody trusts you enough to put their security and trust in you, and you break that, it's not that you are such a bad person. It's just that it's something that we have to be more conscious of when it comes to people's hearts. Because you have to understand, people's hearts are now very tender. So what used to work back in the day doesn't work anymore. Because now people are not only dealing with the effects of gas shortages, mass, the pandemic, COVID, job loss, unemployment, everything has turned upside down. Aliens walking the earth, everything. The sky being red. I don't know if anybody saw that about a week and a half ago. The sky was completely blood red. And several people took pictures of that, and even my parents was talking to me about it. So those are the things that the Bible talk about the ending of time. So people are anxious and afraid and trying to figure out if the Antichrist is coming in and what's actually going on in life. So what might have been a simple thing in the past where, well, you trusted me and I let you, no big deal, is a big deal now. Because people's hearts are tender and they're in different places. So that's another thing I want you to consider. This is why you cannot make excuses for the things that you do that are not righteous before God. You have to take accountability for your own actions. Okay, so don't make promises you can't keep. And then the one that has cheated, and also forgive yourself. Forgive yourself if you don't want the relationship any longer. Forgive yourself if the other person doesn't want any longer, and you have to go through that process. Forgive yourself if you felt like you were being too hard on yourself for taking that person back, or forgive yourself. It's about forgiveness as well. Forgiveness goes on both sides. So you have to forgive yourself for a lot of times when it comes to cheating and lying, for turning on yourself and saying, what is it that I did? I have to stress that it's not you. It's their issue. Okay? All right. So now, make sure, though, when you're talking about regaining trust, that you're not regaining trust with a habitual offender. A habitual liar, a habitual offender. Don't waste your time, because they haven't got it right themselves for you to invest your time and energy. It's just not worth it. All right. And then again, I'm going to stop right here. Lying is damaging to you and your partner emotional and mental health state that can lead to physical problems as well. It's both damaging to your credibility and to their credibility. And how to do you know a liar when you see one? Some that tales, they get very irritated and aggressive when you ask them something from the beginning. The body language, the fidgeting, the stumbling, the repeating stuff. And I can't even say repeating stuff is one of them that I would put myself in, because I repeat myself a lot. One of them is the teacher in me is by nature. I repeat things a lot just because I want you to hear it. And I've learned that a lot of times, the third time when you're teaching, they don't hear it the first 2 times. They get it on the third time, to be honest. Another thing is not direct contact. When you're talking to your partner, you're asking them something, they're not able to make direct contact with you less than a few seconds, and they turn when they try. That's one thing. But one of the things most importantly that I have learned through my counseling and my undergrad master's program, my counseling courses, I learned as well, when it comes to different things, when it comes to psychiatry and all of that, guys, trust your gut instinct. Trust your gut instinct. You know when somebody's lying to you, you know when things don't line up. Okay? So, and David said 1 Peter chapter 2, guys. So you may want to check that out. All right. Well, that is it. We have had a ball. It has been great seeing you guys. Like I said, please set your notifications. This is Dr. Michelle with your Thursday Relationship Motivation, where the topic was, can a wonderful person be a liar and a cheater? Something to think about, but we broke that thing down, baby. Okay, so listen, I'll see you back tomorrow morning. Hopefully, a lot of times later, I'll be saying, I'll see you back for the Dancing Friday Motivation. I don't even make it back, but set your notifications, and hopefully I can rock it out tomorrow morning. At least get up on here. Guys, we've had a great time. Thank you for joining me. Please tag and share. This is going to help a whole lot of people and a whole lot of households. I love you. Be good. Thank you, guys. Bye.